It's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming, dreaming in colors I never dreamed in. Oh yeah, I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, magic. No, I'm never letting go. Now that I have it with you. When you kiss me, it's like the stars fall out the sky onto my heart to cover up what I don't wanna show. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, yeah, you take me higher, baby.
Well, on tonight's show, it's all gonna be potluck, no serious subject. But something strange happened while I was putting the show together. So, in a nutshell, the women are taking charge. Welcome to Saturday Night Pod, a progressive news show with Let's Be S3. I am your host, Marlon Clyburn, along with Tracy Carson and Anna Hart. And as you just heard from the very beginning, and it was an accident, but I'm not changing anything. Apparently, when I'm putting the videos together, it has more strong ties to a woman's point of view than a man. So instead of me changing and rearranging things, I went, let the women run it. So that's what we're going to have. I'm going to play the videos. They're going to get their points across. And I'm going to try to say as little as I possibly can until they say something wrong. And then, you know, I'm going to jump in.
First sentence out of her mouth.
I wouldn't do that. Probably the second. Tracy, how is everything going today?
Everything is fantastic. I did the Saturday show today, posted it, and I feel great. That's 2 in a row.
All right, now. Ain't no stopping her now. Anna?
Things are going good. Except that there seems to be something out in the universe that doesn't want me to post videos right now.
Oh.
I'm trying to edit one, and it won't save it. So I went and I got my caregiver, and we record another. The microphone crackled like all throughout it, and so I was like, okay, okay. We're getting some new microphones.
It happens. Trust me.
Yeah.
Hey, it happened last week. Well, for some reason, it crackled through that one video and it ain't crackled anymore. Hello. See, nothing.
Mm.
So, as y'all may or may not know, y'all see that I am using a new camera.
All that money he getting.
I got a new camera that making
Wasn't
this
free.
shirt brighter than what it really is, because it ain't that bright, but it is what it is. So let me know if y'all see any issues or anything, especially the microphone. If I come off sounding a little quiet or something, just let me know and I'll switch out something. But before we get started, of course, we're going to go to the comments. And the first one, as always, we are about that free support. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. And after the live show, leave a comment. Which, thank you, Adam, because, woo, we get some comments after the show. A lot of comments after the show. So I'm going to stick to my promise of saying I'm going to comment back to everybody that comments. But what started off as 5 is now going to 25, which is now going to 40. So, hey, but keep it coming. I'm just keep it coming. And it will boost the show in the YouTube algorithm, and that is payment near and dear to us. Yes, indeedy, sweetie. Parker, who I get to pick on for the first time ever, because Parker, this is the first time you actually came in at the beginning of the show.
You sure did.
Yes. You're literally at the beginning of the show, and we appreciate it. Thank you for coming out. Ohio State sucks. Hey peeps, I just got here. Time to hear the women are taking in charge. Just in case you are coming in, yes, I just so happened to put a lot of videos on it, and I was like, wow, this is really woman-centric, Q&A. It's like, I could put my 2 cents in, but it is more based on from a woman's point of view more than a man's point of view. Not to say that a man can't have one on it. It ain't, that type of thing. But yeah, women get first, middle, and I'm going to speak as little as I possibly can.
Second sentence. Yeah, second sentence.
Hello, Foxy, my beautiful, gorgeous, fantastic wife. New camera.
It does look clear.
It does look clear.
It does.
I do appreciate that.
And it wasn't free. He up here acting like he ain't paid nothing for it. It wasn't free. I'm just saying it wasn't free.
Really?
Was it free? Was the camera free? No.
Yes.
Yes,
the camera is good. Thank you, Susan. Appreciate it. Thank you.
And not free. Wait a minute, somebody missing.
Nikki.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was like, wait a minute, who's missing?
Did you text her?
No, I just literally got in the door 10 minutes ago.
And then she gonna come on here and blame us.
She should, because I should.
We're bad elder sitters.
We're bad elder sitters. Let's get this party started. I got on a discount.
Thank you, Foxy.
Men always have an opinion about women stuff. Yeah, but that's not to say they should. Everybody can have an opinion, but you ain't got to voice it. So yeah.
I'm dying to know what women's stuff is here.
Oh, let's start with the first one.
So my husband's company recently chose him to attend a conference in Miami. They chose just him and a few of his coworkers out of a ton of candidates, so it was quite the honor. The company told them that they were allowed to bring their spouses or partners, but they wouldn't be springing for plane tickets for us. So if they wanted to bring us, they would have to buy plane tickets out of their own pockets. My husband asked me if I wanted to go, and I emphatically told him that yes, I did. I had never been to Florida in my life, and I thought it would be a great trip. Husband tells me great. But when he went to the website to buy tickets, he asked if I'd be okay with flying coach, even though he would be flying first class on the way there, and coach on the way home. I asked him why we couldn't just fly together, and he replied, well, first class is just so expensive. I feel bad, but we just can't afford it, especially if we want to go out and have fun in Miami. The flight's only for a few hours. Hearing that, this really bothered me. I understood that a first-class ticket for me would strain our budget a bit, but what kind of man lives it up in first class while his wife sits in coach? I asked him just that, and he responds, come on, I'm taking you along on my work trip. I earned my first-class seat by working hard. It's my reward. I then insisted that if we truly couldn't afford a first-class seat for me, that he, as a gentleman, should give up his seat for me. We argued, but he ultimately agreed to give me a seat. We had a good time in Miami, but he's been a little bit mad at me since, saying that he earned his first-class seat, that it was free and cost us nothing, unlike my plane ticket, and that I should have just let him enjoy what he earned instead of guilting him out of it. I think my husband's being a baby, and that he shouldn't have put his wife's comfort above his own, especially since he made the choice to be cheap. We're very close to his parents, so we've taken this argument to them for mediation, but they're split. His father agrees with me that he wasn't being a gentleman, while his mother thinks that he earned his first-class seat, and that I should have let him have it. So I want to ask you guys, am I the
Anna, you first, cause boy, I got some interesting ones on this here.
Sweetheart, you didn't have to go.
Oh, you right on. You know my train thought. Okay, go ahead.
This was a work trip. You should have been happy enough that, okay, you wanted to go. You can only afford coach. Do you know how much first-class tickets are? Thousands. And yes, I would much rather spend that having a good time. No, I would be on the husband's side in this.
Ditto. What is her? She guilty. If I was him, either you can sit and coach or you can stay at home. It's up to you. I earned this. I worked for this.
Yeah.
I sweated for this reward, not you. You want to go? Okay. There's this thing called Greyhound. Get on one. No. You can't. If he's so weak that he can be guilted into something, nah, bruh. You need to man up. Stop that stuff. Stop letting her take you around like this. She's wrong. And then second, you took this to the parents. Oh my gosh, that's second thing that's wrong. You don't take this to the parents. One, because now they're gonna argue because they're on different sides. And two, is it really their business when you have squabbles between yourselves to bring another part? This isn't like a marriage therapist where they could be like, you tell your side, this is your parents that you don't want in your marriage, assuming that, yeah, she said they were married. Yeah, she's really, if you have to ask, are you the a-hole, that probably means you are.
Good point.
I'm like, girl, sit down somewhere. If I was him, you can stay home. I earned
You
this.
are spoiled. You are a spoiled little girl, and you don't get your way all the time. Welcome to life.
We can't hear you, Marlon.
Can't hear you, Mom. You went away.
I agree. Yeah, it's. Anna said it best. You can stay your ass at home then. I mean, seriously, you have a free trip to Miami, and now you want to be luxuriously taken to Miami for free. So,
She
Again,
could
Are you
have
putting any money into this?
no,
take
not
a
enough
Greyhound. Take a Greyhound. Nobody
for some
cares,
Nikes.
or you for your little feelings. Nobody cares. You're selfish. No, you're selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Nikes are on sale for $19.99. If you start walking now,
Forrest Gump walked across America. You can walk to Florida.
Won't get there by the time.
I mean, the whole trip will be over by that
Yeah,
time.
thank
But
you.
hey,
oh
you'll
yeah,
get
yeah,
there.
yeah. They'll be flying back by the time you get there. But hey, you saw Miami. And
Like, what made her
Atlanta.
wake up and think, I deserve first class? Sure, I didn't work for the trip like my husband did. What? And okay, is first class really that special? I mean, it's bigger.
It's
You
more
got
It is
leg
good.
it's
room.
more leg
and-
room, but
Yeah.
like, do they give you like champagne and oysters, or is it just you're just sitting there?
You
You're
get
just
better
on-
food. You get better drinks. You get more leg
So they don't
room.
get-
You get
So they give you a whole can of Coke as opposed to the little half can.
something like that.
Yeah, so it's not that much better.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is y'all question.
He shouldn't have to downgrade his seat. He's the
No.
one to know. He should not downgrade his seat. Nope, I'm
He
not
should be
okay
with-
with it.
Yeah,
She
he should be
needs-
with his work chums.
She needs to shut her whole. Matter of fact, he shouldn't have even told her about it. He should have just said, "I got to go out of see. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. That's mistrust."
I agree. Next video.
I was scrolling through Facebook when I saw a post about a woman screwing over a family on a local buy and swap group. There's always loads of these types of posts, and I'm never usually interested, but I recognize this woman's name. A few years ago, I worked in a call center for a major mobile phone provider in the UK in the incoming upgrades department. People would call us with questions and we had to try to get them an upgrade. Nicole was an alright person for all of 1 month while working there. She asked me to cover her shift so she could hold her father's hand as he lay dying in the hospital. And I agreed so I didn't end up looking and feeling like a dick. The day comes where I cover her shift, and on my way to work I get a text from her with her phone login details. Each employee has an 8-number long code that was unique to them to log into the phones and computers to take calls and input customer data. I thought it was weird that she texted it to me, but I ignored that detail. I had a fantastic day that day for upgrades. I managed to get 16 upgrades, 2 accessories, and 3 new lines, which made me eligible for that month's bonus. Nicole returns to work the next day and asked me how her shift went. She never thanked me. So I told her I had an amazing day and I got that month's bonus in 1 day. She was extremely excited for me, or so I thought. The day the payslips were released, Nicole came to my computer to ask why the bonus wasn't showing up on her payslip. I told her it was on my payslip because I was the one who earned it, and she says, "Oh, I thought you were using my phone because it was my shift. That's alright, I'll just take half. Do you want my bank details so you can transfer it?" Wow, just wow. No, Nicole, I'm not giving you anything. She turned on me something awful, calling me a horrible B-word and cursing my family for keeping her money from her. So I took it to my team leader and Nicole apologized. And then the next day, she asked me for 25% of my bonus for letting me cover her shift and having that great day. She gets a firm no. But she decides that must mean that I'll buy her dinner for 10 days because that's the least that I can do and the least that she deserves. Her words, not mine. She let me know this when she added tons of food to her order and got 5 drinks and told the lady that I'd pay. She even tried walking off with her tray. She got shouted back by at least 5 other people, and I finally told her to screw off or I'll go to HR. Down in the comments, someone asked, did her dad survive? And OP replies, his dad was defending her on Facebook, so I don't think he was ever ill to begin with now.
Oh no, this.
What is this woman behaving badly?
I know what Marla's just picking the worst women. Like, we not all like this.
No, we're not.
We're just not. She lied about her father dying. I mean, we're all technically she's right, but holding his hand in the hospital while he's dying, and then she has the nerve to ask for a portion of his salary. Then she has the nerve to ask for 25%. And oh my gosh, what's wrong with people? What's wrong with people? What's wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all?
You can't even really blame like participation trophies because they're already in their 30s, I think it said.
She lied about her father being deathly ill.
Yeah, she
You
did.
girl, you lucky you didn't get fired. What? What the heck? What kind of person wakes up and says, gee, you know what? I don't need to go to work today. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to call HR. And then I'm going to tell them my father's dying. And then, what the heck? What's wrong with people? Anna, what's wrong with people? What is wrong with people?
They are never taught to be considerate of others. They're only
She just straight up lied. My father is gonna die. Well, and then she got him or her to take over the shift. I'd have told her, if you don't get your flaming face by my face, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something.
He did the work. He gets.
Oh, where's my
portion? Have even taken her out for dinner. To be honest,
I would have gave her some food stamps and told her to shut up. That's what I would have did.
Let me add a little.
I'm not giving her no EBT card. Nope, I ain't gonna do that.
You ain't never get that money back. Let me add a little caveat to it because I worked in call center, so y'all may not know this. So at the beginning, middle of the story, she said Nicole gave me her login number, and I found that kind of strange, but I was like, okay. So when I worked her shift, I used my number to log in. That's why Nicole gave her number, because when you log into a call center system using that certain person's number, the system will know that person was the ones that did the call. So Nicole was assuming that the OP was stupid and was going to log in under Nicole. So no matter how much the OP worked and got all this stuff going, yeah, it was. So that's why Nicole came back and go, wait a minute, why is the bonuses and everything not on my check?
Well, she assumed wrong. When you lie about your father being on death's doorstep, you don't deserve nothing. She just knows she won. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is like, he probably just kept working under his and then said, oh, I'm covering her shift because her father's dying, and didn't even think to log in under hers. What is she talking about? Girl, you lied about your daddy dying. You deserve to get fired. That's what you deserve to get.
Like, what is Parker saying? It's
I may have missed the story, but did the guy actually get the big bonus money at the work during the shift, or was it just pretending that happened? No, she got the money. The OP did get the bonus money.
Yeah, the person that felt sorry for her. They took her shift. Well, I wouldn't have taken her.
So yes, she did get the bonus money.
And you ain't getting nothing. You better get out of my face. That's what you best do.
This is women behaving badly, and yes, women can be awfully
catty, cruel, mean.
Yes.
Liars, cheats.
I see it.
I see it. Yes, it's a violation to work under somebody else's number. So why are you texting? Why are you texting somebody else your number?
Because he was supposed to sign in under her number.
But that's it. Now you're putting his job in. I'm assuming that's a he. You're putting two people's jobs in danger. Yours for lying about your dad being sick, and the other person for logging in like they're you. No, you stay logged in under yourself and say, hey, I'm covering this person's shift again because their father is dying. Oh my gosh.
And you deserve every upgrade you
I wouldn't have bought her no dinner. She'd have got a can of tuna and some
Yeah, really, dinner.
off-brand macaroni and cheese with water instead of milk.
Hey, can you go on this ship?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's basically what she
that's
was
basically
saying.
what it is.
So
Can you
I'm
make
It's
me money and
yeah, I
save
don't
me
want to be.
time?
I want to get paid, but I actually don't want to work. That's the
Mm-hmm.
well,
whole
see,
thing.
the deal is in a huge call center, in the heyday of huge call centers, you're not going to always have the same seat. Like it's virtually impossible that the seat you had Monday is the seat you're going to have Tuesday. So you move around the whole call center. So
Okay.
when you come in, find your empty seat, hopefully, and you log in under your number, so they know you're there. They know who answered the phone. They know who was monitored when they monitor your call. They know who they're monitoring under that number. It's all that. So that was the reason why she said, "Hey, here is my login number."
I want to get paid, but I don't want to work.
Basically, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
All right, so those are your two warm ups.
Warm ups. Oh, there's more
Those are your
women
two.
behaving
Oh
badly. Oh
no.
Those
gosh.
are your two warm. No, those are your two warm ups. Now we finna get into some serious stuff. So hope y'all stretched out. Anna, take you a couple of more puffs. Tracy, straighten your back out. Let's get on into it.
I have a 22-year-old cousin by marriage who's dying of cancer. She's my husband's cousin. It was always her dream to marry and be a mom, and now that's not going to happen. It's hard on everyone. She has a much older fiancé who's 30, and they had a symbolic wedding so she could have the experience. They started looking for ways to get access to a baby that she could take care of and experience some level of childcare that way, but with 2020 and ethics in general, there's not a lot of ways to do that safely. My husband and I have the first, and so far only children of our generation who are 10 months and 23 months old. I had hopes that it wouldn't happen, but her parents asked me if they could borrow my younger baby for a few weeks. The cousin and her fiancé could basically be play acting having a baby. Her parents would also join in on pretending. There would be photo shoots and everything. This makes me really uncomfortable. It's really creepy. I cannot understate how creepy I think this is. I know that her not getting to live her dreams is sad, but I don't think that this is the answer. I'm worried that it would be traumatic for my baby. She's almost a year old and will notice that her entire family just vanished overnight for what will seem like forever. She's also still nursing, and they don't really seem to care about this factor. I'm really worried about problems down the road. This is setting a dangerous precedent of my child living under other guardianship. Her parents will have time to get attached, and they could try to use that for familial pressure, if not legally. Her fiancé is also a wild card in that regard. I said no, and my husband's entire family is hounding us about this because her time is running out and it's time sensitive. They say we're being selfish. They say that we could use this as a free vacation and bond with our older child because I popped them out so close together. They want to compromise now by letting me come by a few times a day to bring milk. We still don't want to do this. Am I the butthole? And then OP posted an update. Yesterday afternoon, we got an email from the cousin's parents offering actual dollar amounts for us to agree. We got enough from that to file a police report and at least get the threat in writing. We also had a call with my husband's parents and his siblings to basically clear the air. Apparently, what they were telling people they asked for and what they were actually asking for were very different. Everyone on that call now has blocked them on social media except for my mother-in-law because of the cousin.
What the heck is wrong with people? Just pretend to. Oh my gosh! Anna, take. What the. What in the entire.
What kind of person with cancer has the energy to be running after a baby? I know there are people out there that do it. Just for the experience? No. You don't traumatize a baby and take them out of their environment. Wait, they're still nursing. You do not offer someone money for their child, you asshole.
What's wrong with people? I'm
don't know.
I'm just gonna keep asking this since Marlon's turned the show. What
Yep.
First of all, okay, the fake wedding. Okay, I guess that it'd have been too far for
Yeah, I
me.
understand
But
that.
okay, I understand it. So she could get to wear her white dress.
Mm-hmm.
Blah blah. Blah. But then to take it a step further and to approach them and say, "Hey, why don't you give us a small baby so she can have the experience of look, it's going to sound real insensitive for me to say what I'm about to say. It's not going to happen. You cannot make people give you their child. Yes, we feel bad. She's dying. It's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible. But you're making it worse. What happens when she gets attached to that baby and she gets sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker? What happens if she miraculously recovers and now she's used to that baby and she wants the baby in her life forever and doesn't want to give the baby back? These people got to be out of their crazy mind. These people got to be like, Marla, where do you find these people at? Like, what? What is? I'm not gonna ask anymore. I'm just gonna look. This will be the look on my face all evening. Like, what? 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 Give me money, and then you're gonna offer money? Money? Like how much money? $500? It had to be significant. Like,
Yeah.
it can't be like a few $100s. It'll give you time to bond with your first child. What about the first child bonding with their sibling? Have y'all never thought of that? Oh my gosh. People, stop this. Stop this.
When you
Y'all need to
expect somebody
stop.
else's child to call you mommy, you gotta start thinking something's going on here with you. You cannot face your impending death, and I'm really sorry about that. But you know what? We're all on that same boat.
This is just, I don't even have words for this. This keeps getting progressively worse and worse and worse. I thought the last one was worse. I thought the first one was, nope, this is it. I'm just.
Marlon.
Marlon is shaking his head like it's something worse coming than this, and I'm trying to figure out what the heck it is.
Yeah, I know. Yup, I know it.
I mean, what the?
There is one video. There is two videos.
And you said the video I sent you was too much?
Oh no, that was absolutely terrible. No,
this is terrible. This is terrible.
No, this falls into the category of both of them can be terrible. No. That your video is like.
But you're gonna show it, right?
Yes, I'm gonna show your video.
Thank you.
Lady, you nuts. I'm sorry. I don't even have nothing better to say, nothing nice to say about you. I'm sorry that
he said he wasn't gonna say nothing.
I said I wasn't gonna say much. And I'm keeping my promise because you keep interrupting me, but okay. Lady, you nuts. This is not how the real world works. I'm sorry that you're going through what you're going through, but just like that whole lady who couldn't have a baby, so she wanted to make sure that nobody in her area who has a child that's 3 years or younger can be around her with a baby. That's just not how the world works, lady. I'm sorry. Apologize for your situation, but the world is not going to change and evolve around your tragedy. You might as well know that now. Also, you just asked for, you just want to spend money for a baby. That is a felony. So,
yeah, way to go.
Oh yeah, I forgot that part.
Way to go.
Moron. I had a cousin who married her dying boyfriend. It was hard, but it was the kind of family decisions and didn't involve kids. After he died, she grieved and later married again. It's how the real world works. Nobody told you life was fair. You grieve, you mourn, you kick holes in the wall, you do what you ever got to do, but you got to move on. And you
Yep.
try to move on without trying to bring in unnecessary grief of everybody who would support you if it wasn't for you.
I'm with Anna. Where they expect her to
your
get
house,
that?
your car, your kids.
But they expect her to. She's undergoing cancer treatments. Where's she gonna get the energy to take care of a baby from? Where?
No. She
I
don't.
believe-
She don't. Yes, Tracy does have some of the greatest rants.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's more, and there's.
Rent-a-tot.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
You
I
really
still,
want to know what it's like, lady? Go get one of those baby dolls that have all the sensors that they use in high schools and see what it's like. There are things that can give you the experience. You don't have to go trying to steal somebody else's child.
I don't think that was her idea. I really don't. She's too busy going under chemotherapy treatments. Like, she's got time to sit there and think about that. And she did. Like I said, if she makes a recovery somehow and she done got attached to that baby, what the
Yeah.
bleep y'all gonna do?
That's a line you don't cross.
Wonderful analysis that I did not think of.
Yeah,
She
so-
recovers. Do you think she's gonna give up the baby that she
No,
done got
she's
attached
not.
to?
No, she's
Oh.
not.
Oh, and I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna move on because I said I wasn't gonna take over the show. I truly, truly, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate you allowing them to come over from time to time to feed the baby.
Yeah.
How generous of you,
Screw you, lady.
lady. You.
Just get your cancer treatments, please. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Get a
Get a puppy. Get a puppy.
A puppy and a baby are a little bit different.
They are
Well, her
actually.
situation, Tracy, is close enough. Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna get.
It's closer than you think.
Yeah.
You're dealing with
Okay.
pee and poop all day. I
Yeah,
don't
which
know.
is why I have neither, but that's okay.
Okay.
You wanted us to take over.
Yep, you sure did. Didn't get mad when we do.
Not at all. Y'all doing an excellent job. I really appreciate it. Gives me time to watch the football game. So, kidding. I'm not watching anything. Next video. Yeah, it's rough. Yeah. This stupid.
I believe it started when I was around 6 years old. My parents often had friends over in the house. I didn't know they were polyamorous, of course. One day I was outside playing, got hurt, and when I ran inside, I caught my parents making out with some random guy. They told me that they have other adults that they love, and it's a completely normal thing. Me, being a child, just accepted that. They gave up being secretive, and their partners would constantly be around, even joining on outings. I remember that on my 10th birthday, they invited 3 of their partners, one of whom I'd never seen before. And for the rest of the day, my parents just withdrew from the party and hung out with them. I never saw them doing anything explicit again, but they would kiss their partners, hug them, make flirty comments, something that would be normal between parents, but with many more people. Sometimes I came home from school and my parents were gone, and there was some random adult in our house. Some of them seemed surprised that my parents even had a child. I always hated it, but since my parents told me that this was normal, I assumed that many adults probably did similar things and that it's just an adult thing that all kids hate. Later, they had less partners and eventually seemed to stop. Not that I'd know for sure, because I moved out at age 17. I didn't think about it anymore. A year ago, I started therapy for other reasons. As usual, the topic of my upbringing came up, and it brought back many feelings that I wasn't aware of. I realized that although my parents were always good to me, I had never really felt close to any of them and still have a lot of resentment that they made me feel like I had to compete for my parents' attention with random strangers. A while ago I visited them, and they told me that they were going to take part in a documentary about polyamorous families and that the producers would like to include interviews with the children. So they would love it if I would agree and tell everyone that polyamory doesn't mess kids up. All of my resentment bubbled up, and I said that I cannot agree because I wouldn't be able to say anything positive. My parents looked shocked. I had never brought this up before and asked why, and I unloaded everything that I always felt pushed aside, and we barely had any family time without strangers intruding. It turned into an argument, and I became loud and yelled that the truth is it did screw me up, and they shouldn't have had a child if their number one priority was screwing the whole world. My mother cried, and my father said I should probably leave. So I left and was shaken up for the rest of the week, but also felt regret because I've never made my mom cry before. Later, my father sent me a message that was like, "We're sorry you feel that way. Can we have a calm discussion about this soon?" Even though I tried to, it's like I can't reply. This argument brought something very emotional up in me. Am I the butthole for hurting my parents over this, especially since I've never brought it up before?
This isn't as bad as the other one.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be way worse.
In my community, there, and I'm speaking my local community, not just the LGBTQ, there's a really big difference between having open relationships, like was displayed in that story, and a polyamorous relationship. And depending on, I know people who have children who also want to follow their lifestyle and their love style. You only expose them to the least amount having people just come in and out of your child's life, yes, that's detrimental. And I would know people that would say, like, we would have age-appropriate discussions. This is not something that would ever be put in front of a child. Not even a kiss hello. When they get to be older, that's a different story. But no, this is child abuse in my eyes, and you know, Tracy, you better go.
I'm gonna say the unpopular Christian answer to this question of polyamorous. For what? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I guess I'm too selfish to share my mate with somebody else. So a warning to all the men out there, if you're into multiple partners, I'm not gonna be the girl for you. That's not my life. I'm not gonna run my life like that. You find you somebody else because I ain't gonna be the one. First of all, yeah, I'm gonna say it, you're trifling. You're trifling.
Yeah.
You can do you, boo. You want to be with 10,000 partners and somehow still be married and tell me there's no emotional ties to all those partners? You're lying. You're sitting here, you're lying. And then you neglected your own children for what? 2 seconds? 3 seconds? I don't know how long it takes you all to do whatever it is you're doing, but you're trifling. You are trifling for putting your children second. Your children are supposed to come before you. Before you, your interest. Even if they didn't have children, I would still say yuck. That's just me. That I told you I'm gonna give the answer I'm gonna give, and I don't really care. you can't stick with just one okay, that's fine. You want to have multiple partners and still somehow go home to each other? Do you? That's your business. I don't need to hear about it.
Okay.
Don't tell me. I don't need to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to be in that kind of relationship. I won't be in that kind of relationship because I don't play side chick very well. I don't do it well. It's either me or nothing or somebody else. But me, me. But y'all garbage. Y'all are garbage. If you know y'all
You
was
leave
into
your kid's birthday party.
you left.
You
That's what
can't
the
even hold on.
the children came home and they found some random. He came home and found. I'm assuming this is a random person. Then you lied and told, "Oh, this is normal." It's bad enough catching your parents in the act, and
No,
it's
it's
just
not normal
monogamous.
to.
That's an image you will never get out of your brain. But to catch
Yeah.
your parents and then somebody else, oh no, you didn't damage this child. Oh, you didn't. Yeah, he said he may have exploded in an inappropriate way. But then, as I think about it, I'm like, they put a lot on that child. First of all, they lied and said, "Oh, everybody doing this. Everybody ain't doing this.
No.
Everybody ain't doing this. Everybody, not everybody. Everybody ain't doing this. They're not." And for you to lie, you left your child's birthday party. Oh my goodness, you're a piece of garbage.
Mm-hmm.
You two, ma'am and sir, or ma'am or sir, so whatever you are, y'all
Sounded
trash.
like a ma'am and a sir who had a kid, and
Weren't ready to be parents? Oh my goodness.
yeah.
They left their child's birthday party, which means some hookup is more
Mm-hmm.
important than their child. I would say garbage if this was a single parent that left their child with a relative so they could go have a hookup. I would say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Y'all are trash. Trash, 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 trash. I would almost say don't speak to them, but of course I believe in forgiveness. I absolutely do. But it gonna take a minute because y'all trash. Trash, trash, trash. Trash.
This just that sound like any Palmer amorous. I'll never say that word correctly, but y'all know what I'm going with. Relationship I've ever heard of. It sounds
You
like
say
so
Polly.
partner swapping. The only reason I even put this up, Susan, not that I'm disagreeing with you, but OP, I hate to tell you this, but I'm taking it in a different direction for you. Your whole childhood would have been exactly the same if your parents would have joined a bowling league. It just so happened to be this. But your parents just wasn't into you. Sorry, I hate to say it but I really feel that way. Because there's no act that they're doing right now that you would treat your child like this. They just wasn't into you. They wanted to do their own thing. And sorry, but it just really felt like you really wasn't in the mix. You wasn't in the cards. So it happened to be this act, because I'm trying not to say that word incorrectly like 50,000 times on here. It happens to be this act that they're using for the reason they treated you the way they treated you. And they still don't get it. I am a firm understander of apologies. And when somebody say, "I'm sorry you feel that way," is not an apology.
That's not an apology.
Right.
That's not an apology. I'm
Yeah.
sorry that I made you feel that way is an apology. Not I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm not sorry what I did. I'm just sorry that you took it that way is what they're saying.
Which
Yeah.
means I'm not really sorry.
No, I'm not sorry
Yeah.
for what I did. I'm sorry for
Mm-hmm.
how you took it.
No, that's not being really sorry. Because if
No,
you
they're not being
truly
sorry.
were
No,
repentant,
no.
you would
They're not
say, I
taking any
was wrong
responsibility.
in the way that I made you feel.
No, they're not taking any responsibility for what they
Of
did.
course not. They ditched their child's
I'm
birthday
just saying,
party to go have a hookup.
yeah,
Trifling.
it just
But
happened to be
that was not polyamory. That
And
was
that
what?
was
satisfying your libido.
horniness. That's all that was.
Mm-hmm.
That was hey. But like I said, take all sex out of it. It just happens to be this act. They could have joined a bowling league. They could have joined a country club. They could have been golfing. They could have really loved skiing. They could have really loved gaming. They could have really loved race car driving. Any action, any other event, I guarantee it would have been the exact same thing.
Yeah, because they're terrible people.
But watching your parents play a golf game doesn't scar you like watching your
Yeah, sure
parents.
doesn't. Sitting here watching my parents
No, it
make
doesn't.
out with some other person.
Yeah.
It
That's
doesn't. But the time, what I'm more on is the time frame of being around with you. Like, okay, instead of you coming home and there's another person in your house and your parents not there, you come home and your parents not there. And not there and still not there. And you don't know when they coming home. They was there when you left. You don't know when they coming home that night. And they're not there over the weekend either. And your birthday, yeah, it is a little worse of having 50 million people and you're leaving your child so they can go and enjoy themselves. Or they can have okay, we got to go because I have to get to a golf tournament in an hour. So go play and hurry up.
But Marlon, that's not it's not. It's the same, but it's not the same.
No,
Yeah.
it's the same. It's just not worse. I understand what you're saying. It's the same. It's just not worse. All I'm saying is these people just wasn't into this kid.
No.
Obviously.
And young man, you do not owe you are not the butthole. You are not owe your
No, they
parents
are. Literally.
any time.
That is just like.
Go back to your therapist. Talk with them.
Yeah, and don't talk to your
really
parents.
Sorry.
Because they trifling. Trifling.
See, now, if we get wind that something is happening like that in our community, we speak up. This is actually why I would encourage everybody who maybe you're a little bit different than others in what gets you off or how you want to live. That's okay. There are still right and wrong ways, and there are laws in states. So come join a community. We can educate you and hopefully keep you from doing assholey things like this.
And again, this is just trifling. That's
You've literally made that perfectly clear.
I know, but I can't really think of nothing else I can say.
Trashy.
No, yeah. I said garbage, but
okay, garbage, garbage.
They are.
Okay, last story, and I know I'm not even gonna say who it is. I know one of you is gonna be more mad than the other person, but I kindly ask you to hold that anger, because Foxy's videos of the week has a video that's gonna make you even more angry. So you may want to hold it a little bit, but last video of the hour.
Pick me? I'm a 20-year-old girl, and my sister Kim and I are identical twins. We were very different growing up, and still are. I hate to say this, but Kim is the definition of a pick-me girl, always spewing misogynistic nonsense about how women are weak and should abide by men. How she's short and petite, so she can't do anything on her own without a big, strong man around. How all the girls are trying too hard by wearing makeup, while she's pretty naturally, so they all hate her for it. You get the gist. Kim and I attend the same college, but we study in different departments. In one of my classes, there's this guy named Dave. Dave is your typical handsome frat boy that most girls in our college have a crush on, including Kim. Over the summer, I started working in a small coffee shop near campus to earn some extra cash. During that time, Dave became a frequent customer there and was pretty friendly towards me since he recognized me from class. After a while, he admitted that he's attracted to me and asked me out so we can get to know each other. Knowing that Kim liked him, I decided to reject Dave and instead offered to set him up with her. We're identical twins, so if he asked me out based on attraction, then it really shouldn't matter. Dave agreed and I gave him my sister's number. Okay, I just gotta stop right here and say, doesn't this sound like the plot to a rom-com? Guy has a crush on a twin knows the other twin has a crush on him, so she tries to hook the sister up with him, and then hijinks ensue. I knew that they met up for a date during the weekend, but I didn't have time to ask him how it went since I was sick. Today, during my shift, Dave approached me and asked if I could return to Kim the lip gloss that she left in his car since he knew the brand was expensive. I asked him why he didn't return it to her himself, and he said that he didn't want to see her after how the date went. I was confused, so I asked him if the date was really that bad. He explained that they went to a nice restaurant where my sister didn't stop harassing and criticizing the waitress for wearing too much makeup and looking easy. After that fiasco was over, she proceeded to say some stuff that I can only imagine are usually said in an Andrew Tate podcast. Dave, who was apparently raised by a single mother and has 5 sisters, was horrified. So he excused himself to the bathroom, paid for their meal, Venmo'd Kim some cash for an Uber, and left her at the restaurant alone. I was embarrassed for Kim, but totally understood why Dave walked out on her, so I apologized on her behalf and took the lip gloss with me. I returned it to her 2 hours ago, and she didn't stop complaining about how awful Dave was. How he wasn't a real man, since real men usually like it when she brings up how women are inferior to them. At some point, I just cut her off and told her that she had a chance of a nice date with a guy that she liked. But she ruined it all because she couldn't stop being a misogynistic pick-me even for 1 second. I'm now back at my apartment and Kim hasn't stopped texting me demanding I apologize, but I don't feel like it. Am I the butthole?
What? Marlon has a problem with women, apparently, because he picking some of the worst ones. I'm like, what? Girl, if you don't set your little house on the prairie cell phone down somewhere, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Twin sister, go on with your life. I'm sorry.
She proved that she was the better sister by saying, hey, I know my sister's attracted to you, so I'll give you her number. Now ask me what. But Mickey, we forgot. We just forgot. We sorry. We didn't know. We sorry.
We're sorry. Our bad. And if you rewind, you'll see that we thought about you.
Yeah, we did. Watch it from the beginning. We really did.
We said, who's missing?
But it sounds like Kim took her classes at PragerU. But they went to the same college, so that can't be the case.
Oh.
This proves siblings are not always the same. This literally proves it. These two are identical twins, and they couldn't be more different from each other. He was raised right, and she
did. Oh, okay. I have no words.
I just don't even know. Like, girl, get a grip. Okay. But unfortunately, there are women like this. There are women like this. I've seen them my whole life.
Just relax. I got you. Because I got the video of it.
Gosh.
Oh, my goodness. I'm not even a woman, and I wanted to, at the very least, pull the chair out from under her. It was like, she is bad. So that's why I said, just relax. We are already at the end of the first hour. We're going to take a break to reboot. Just,
Help
hey,
me, help me, help me. We gotta
I'm
see more of
trying.
this.
I'm trying so hard, but you are because, ooh, y'all. We're gonna reboot and refresh. We're gonna take a 3-minute break so we can get ready for the second hour, which is going to be slamming. Trust me on this one.
Oh boy.
So stay tuned. See you at the other end.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally, finally, finally. I wanna be free, finally, I wanna be free, finally, finally, finally. I wanna be free, finally, finally, finally. I always say dreaming, never imagine I lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally, finally, finally. I wanna be free, finally, finally. I wanna be free, finally, finally, finally. I wanna be free, finally, 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 finally. Higher to a bird, you, I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, I wanna be free, I wanna be free, I wanna be free, finally.
We are back, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So, let you know off the bat, the way I used to do all the pay the bills, it's not going to be as smooth because somebody had to change something. So I'm gonna have to slow down a little bit until I get used to it.
It's
So
been the same all the time.
no, it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
No, it hasn't. You sent me a text this afternoon.
That page has always been the same.
No. So don't forget that Radical Truth to Power is tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please tune in. That is for people who are just watching. That is more of our political, more serious thing. Even though I'm already figured that it is going to be potluck tomorrow too, so we're going to be jumping here and there. It is the more serious show. Please do not forget to go to patreon.com/a better Tracy media page. Help Tracy I told you, help support Tracy in all her causes. Please do not forget to go to patreon.com/complex mind, help Fizz in all of his causes. Please do not forget to go to patreon.com/radical truth to power, exactly the way it's spelled, capital R, capital T, capital T, capital P. Please do not forget to go to Anna Hart's webpage, BorelliEtc.com. Learn something that you didn't think that you didn't need to know, but you should. And as always, if you want to send me any emails, which apparently y'all are, because y'all sending a lot of them now, send it to me at radtp@outlook.com. That's radtp@outlook.com. Oh, go it, Tracy.
Well, you kept saying TracyMediaLLC.com. I'm like, that's my website.
She stuck to the website. Good. Please go to, I'm going to change that later. Please go to Tracy's website.
Now that you could do, because my Patreon's right there. Yep.
Yeah.
We take everything very seriously. No, we don't. Absolutely not. There are times when we are serious, and there's times when it's just like, you stupid. And we just flow with that. Mickey, I PM'd you. I messaged you during the beginning of the show. I literally, like 5 minutes into the show, because you apparently are too, and I agree that you are that important that even when you're not here, we know you're not here. So we have to go, wait wasn't you, Tracy? Like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I was like, somebody's missing.
Somebody's missing.
So let me go back to what Parker was saying during that last show. The craziest quote of that story was, he wasn't a real man, since real men usually like when she brings up how women are inferior to them.
Yep.
And here's the funny thing about it, then. So would you have took that comment better, young lady, if it came from a man?
She doesn't care. She thinks women are inferior to men. So she doesn't care if a woman says it. She doesn't care if a man says it. That's just what she thinks. And it's too many women. Oh, I grew up around. I grew up in a whole congregation of them. And that's just what they do. Well, men are better. They're stronger, so they should be. They are natural.
Don't laugh, Anna. Just gonna let Parker have his fun, because his little Ohio State lost, and he's a little hurt right now. So, yes, I'll be watching after the show, and it is wrestling. Regardless of anybody say, it is wrestling. So I know this is gonna hurt some people. Oh, by the way, I'm back. Ladies, y'all did a wonderful job. I truly appreciate it. Kudos. Y'all really did. Thank you.
Let us go for one segment.
Somebody whisper.
She's trying to whisper. I don't know what she said. For one segment, that was a whole hour. But apparently that wasn't good enough. She wanted the whole show.
Yep.
We both do.
Real or not? Apparently we got a group of people who are watching, and please comment, folks. Come on in. The numbers is high, so I know we don't have that many friends. So y'all are new here. You can comment on it. So as always, what I usually do is explain when I see that the numbers are high and we have new viewers. Real or Not is also Reddit stories, but we also try to figure out, is it a real issue or real event that happened to somebody, or is somebody really just very talented at writing stories and there's a bunch of BSery? So that is what's real or not. So I had to break this up into 2 parts because it was pretty long. So let's go ahead and just jump into the first part real quick.
Next Reddit post is from Neko Girl. I work at an office, and this happened a few days before Christmas break started. As parents, and even just as young working adults, we all want to get our Christmas vacation time to relax. My company gives everyone a bonus 3 vacation days every Christmas holiday on top of the 3 weeks we get each year. It's very kind of them to do that for us. This story has 3 characters: me, my boss, and the choosing beggar. So, choosing beggar is the type of guy who doesn't care much about anything except for money. He's constantly asking for raises, even though his work is garbage. He never brings in any food to the party when we host special occasions, and he takes more than his share when coworkers bring in snacks and goodies. He's that kind of person. Another thing is that he's always taking days off. He blew all of his 3 weeks of vacation time back in February, and nowadays when he takes days off, he just doesn't get paid. This really makes him angry, especially when he comes back to a lot of work needing to get done. This Christmas holiday, choosing beggar got especially snotty about Christmas vacations. He constantly talked to my boss about the Christmas vacations and asked everyone else what they were going to do with theirs. It wasn't really against the rules, but it did make us just a little bit uncomfortable. So one day I was walking to the little kitchen we've got in our office, and I walked past my boss's office and I heard, "I don't want 3 days, I want all the days off." It was choosing beggar's voice. I knew he was probably chewing my boss out for more vacation days, and it wasn't really my business, so I just walked off. Well, a few hours later, it was everyone's business. The choosing beggar kept walking up to people and complaining about his vacations. Everyone else had saved their vacation days, especially for this time of the year. And when choosing beggar heard they had enough time to take the entire week off, he marched to my boss's office and started demanding more vacation days. I think in the end my boss just told him to take the days off if he wanted them, because the office was a lot quieter after that. Fast forward to this Monday. So the choosing beggar came back to work after leaving the office for 2 weeks, and he looked really mad. I knew that my boss had emailed everyone their paychecks over the holidays, so I was guessing it had something to do with that. My boss's office is just a few doors down, and if you yell, everyone can hear you. Which is why the entire office heard this conversation. It went like this: "Dude, you owe me money. I'm gonna sue you for not paying me." The boss replied, "I already mailed you your check." "You mailed me half. You're trying to stiff me." "I paid you everything for all the time you've worked." "No, I calculated everything and it's missing roughly 4 months of pay." "Since you took the days off, I didn't pay you. For the holiday season, I paid you half for every single day you took off, and I wasn't supposed to do that. You actually got an extra week of paid vacation. That's a privilege." "Well, it's not enough. That extra 4 months had better be in my account by next week or I'm reporting you." What happened next was something that was pretty shocking. By now, everyone's heads were poking out of the offices listening in, and who could blame them? To everyone's surprise, my boss didn't fire the guy. He just said, "I don't owe you money for time you haven't worked. If you won, I'll take out that extra week's pay." Choosing beggar stormed out of my boss's office, ignored everyone watching him, and left. I haven't seen him since, and I'm not sure if he's taking more vacation days or finding a new job. My boss said he hadn't officially quit, but we're still waiting to see.
Well, this boss is something else. Dude, this is can't no. I'm calling false. I'm calling false. I'm calling it now. Ain't no boss gonna just sit there and let you talk to them like any kind of way, any kind of style, yell at them, go in the office, threaten to report them. No, I'm calling fake. I'm calling fake. I'm calling it now.
Even before the second half.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a second half. I forgot that part. But so far, I'm calling it fake. Because he showed let
This guy's insane. He probably should have been fired before he even got to this.
Sure should have.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he's related to the boss. Nah, not even then.
Oh, I'm not an Ohio State fan. I live in Kentucky. So are you a Kentucky Wildcat fan, Parker? Because they kind of sucking now.
No, they're
Oh my
pretty-
God! How in the world did South Carolina beat Clemson?
They sure did. They surely
Wow.
did. They
Clipsy,
surely did.
piece of
They surely
wow.
did.
Yes.
Beat them. Beat them.
Mm. Second part.
And then OP posted an edit. The part that you've all been waiting for. Drumroll, please. Today, Choosing Beggar came back to the office looking pleased with himself. I was headed to the washroom when he stopped and grabbed my hand and said, "Guess who's here to pick up his 4 months paycheck?" Really smugly. I knew my boss had something up his sleeve, or honestly he better have, so I forgot all about the washroom and went back to my office and pretended to do work. The conversation between my boss and Choosing Beggar was pretty long. It started out friendly, and then 4 minutes into the conversation, Choosing Beggar asked for the paycheck and my boss says, "You had some nerve coming over here to ask for that paycheck. You want vacations, you'll get vacations. You can leave, now. Go anywhere you want, I don't care, you're fired." Honestly, the look on the Choosing Beggar's face was priceless. One of my coworkers even videotaped the thing and sent it to us. It was the best day of my life, because even though I've got a bit more work now, at least there's no Choosing Beggar in the office.
They've let this go on. I'm still okay. Is it a third part?
No.
Is it? Oh, I'm calling BS. This is total BS. No way. No, you're gonna just let him walk over you like a rug? Nope. Nope. Nope.
You feel like a rug.
It was recorded.
Yeah,
No.
who's
Yeah.
who gon' nobody takes that.
No.
You know you ain't supposed to have
No.
your phone. No. Mm-mm.
We
No.
don't know.
Unless
Okay.
they work at a Walmart.
This is my deal. The only reason I even called it fake a little earlier.
He didn't fire him when he started acting
Yeah,
like a little fool.
that too. That was actually second. That was actually second. The first is when he kept saying, "No, that my check is short. I should have been paid for $3." And I'm like,
What 3 months is you talking
"Hey,
about?
what? How, what? Huh? What 3 months? Did you go 3 months without getting paid? Do you get paid every 3 months?" I was so confused about this. It was like, dude, none of this makes sense of what you're saying. None of this what you say. Number two, and most importantly of all, because I've worked in corporate for
You get paid every 2 weeks?
For decades.
Who gets 3 weeks of Christmas vacation?
Some people do, and that's fine. More power to you for the company that does it. But if you use it, you use it. It's done. We're over this. PTO is PTO. When you don't have no PTO, you're done. You can bitch at me all you want to, but it's still done. You're not getting it back. You can yell until you piss in your pants. I honestly don't even care anymore. You're not getting paid for taking time off. That's why the boss said you can take all the time off that you want. What he should have really said is you can take all the time off that you want. You're not going to get paid for it, but you can take all the time off that you want.
Or you could go work for somewhere else. Why he gonna let him walk over him like that?
Man, that was the other thing. Like, dude, you're just not going to come to my office yelling at me.
Would they ever really
There's no boss in
put
America.
up a guy like that to be the boss? No.
No.
Tracy has the best red lily 1 second after the video. Tracy, yeah. Whatever's on Tracy's mind at that time is going to come out. When it gets close to a cuss word or something inappropriate, that's when the filter drops. It literally is like a gate. It drops and she stops. But anything behind that gate, oh, you're going to hear it. Anna's a little bit more dangerous because Anna, when Anna is quiet, she's formulating a way of saying this without offending.
And I don't care. I'll offend you all day long.
So Anna still lets it out, which is why I keep saying, Anna, just don't try to think. Just say it, because everything that she's like, okay, I'm going to try to say this without offending somebody. And then she still comes out with, fuck you. So it doesn't really
No, I'm not worried about offending anybody or not. I am worried about getting all the facts together in my head and
he's not a boss. He's a Walmart manager. That's what he is. He don't have no backbone. He sit there and let that man just punk him like he just some little
And
dingy
trust me,
boo.
if anybody knows about Walmart managers, it's Tracy. Because
You had to do it. You just couldn't leave it alone. Leave the video alone. Just leave it alone. Leave the video alone. The man had something else to do. Just leave the
sure
video
enough,
alone.
you got to get them buggies. He sure did.
He's never gonna let me live it down. Never.
No,
No.
no, no, nope.
But if it wasn't memorable, he would never bring it up.
He's memorable for all the wrong reasons. He's memorable. Trust me, I'm never going to forget him and Charlie Brown. Foxy's videos of the week.
I play air guitar really well.
I saw you. Hey, you know what?
Parker thinks my interview with him was good.
Your side of the interview was good. Your side, Tracy's side, this side over here, where Tracy was speaking and asking questions. Unfortunately, those asking the questions was to the bad side, the danger zone. The Amazon worker without a union.
Amazon doesn't have a union. They keep fighting the one that they do have.
New York has a union. Fate, but sometimes managers can't fire without HR approval, so it looks like weakness, but it really is a process.
So if they're in a just cause state, the state it depends on the state.
Yeah, thank you. It is a just cause. It depends on a just cause state. In other words, there are states where they can fire you because they don't like your freaking health.
Indiana is at will. It's called at will.
I'm sorry, at will.
Well,
They can fire you for any reason. They don't have to have a process. Now, a lot of places don't do that. I don't want anybody to get, oh my God, they fired you because, some of those stories where you hear, oh, you was 1 minute late, you're fired and everything. That's few and far in between. A lot of companies don't do that. A lot of companies are more willing to go, I'm going to I'm going to have a paper trail on why I let you go. Compared to, oh, you wear Nikes? I like Pumas. You're fired. That's rarely happens. So, I still haven't found that video Marlon's referring to. I went through the interview she done, but couldn't find it. What was the guy?
I'm not going to tell you the guy's name, Parker, but I will email you the video.
Parker, do you know how bad it is?
They don't even know the man's name.
That's number 2, Parker. This is number 2. This is the second one. 1, do you know how bad it is that she won't post it? She's going to email you the video. Number 2, do you know how bad the dude was that she censored me and Thea's questions?
Y'all went too dang on far. Y'all went too far.
No. Anna, did you see the video?
Yes.
I saw the video.
Did you see our questions?
No.
The questions that I allowed. The ones that y'all was asking and I blocked. Nah, y'all went too dang on far. No.
We did not go too far. It was intelligent questions. We did not name call. We did not abuse. We did not belittle. We did not do any of those things.
So calling them Walmart
questions.
The vest cart guy isn't
we didn't ask those questions during the interview. We didn't start calling him Walmart worker until after the interview was over, because at one point Thea's asked the question, He answered it without answering. He
But let's
fully went a different
Mm-hmm.
direction. Never even answered the question. No.
He said a whole bunch of nothing.
He said a whole bunch of nothing. Yeah, please send it to Parker. Please.
actually, it's still on my website. It's actually still there.
Even at Will State's employees.
And if it's so good, if it's so bad, why did one of us not here today pick it as my best video? That's all I'm gonna say. That's my only question.
Theus has a life.
He's writing in the comments and not up here.
I mean, Theus got stuff to do. I have to see the video. Yeah, you do.
You do have to see it.
You do.
Seeing Tracy keep her cool is the best. That's where you go. My goodness, what a professional this woman is.
Yes, she was. I'm not. Nor have I ever been called one. So.
I'd like all the interviews.
And like I said, so anybody don't get it mixed up or anything else, you could have a great interviewer without having a great interviewee. Tracy is a great interviewer.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon stockpile guy was not a great interviewee.
Oh God! Oh gosh!
Just be fund absolutely everything. Privatize it all, but have no plan.
Except for the school that he likes, because that's an historical school, because they've got in the back.
Right.
Man, forget you.
He
Anyway,
was some kind of special, Tracy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna move on.
Please do, please.
Because they need to go ahead and get them buggies because we're running short. So here is why I kind of like Theus. I hate Theus is not on the show. And I kind of hate Theus is not on the show.
Mm.
The question was asked, what is a turnoff for you about a man? And I thought it was the normal answers, hygiene, money, misogynistic, the stuff I've already heard time and time. Oh, no. This is the female version of your dating list.
With women like these. On this next post, the nice girl was asking what makes a guy unattractive, and the nice girl answers, and prepare yourself. And this post is pretty long, so I'm not going to read it in my Karen voice. Being a loud, show-off, attention-seeking douche, not having a sense of humor, especially about themselves, feeling the need to argue with everyone incessantly, virtue signaling, talking over others, unable to be objective, behaving in a vulgar, crass manner. All the jokes he makes are bathroom and or sexual in nature. Being too sensitive, making everything about politics, stupidity, prissiness, checking out and making comments about every other girl they see, man buns, those stupid shoes that look like feet, being in a drum circle, skinny jeans, super baggy pants, bolo ties, sticking their bare feet on the dashboard, kicking an undeserving animal, Speedos, tribal tattoos, having body odor, driving lowered trucks, referring to their shoes as kicks, being at Burning Man, saying irregardless, bedazzled anything, eating my leftovers, whining, insisting I use the Oxford comma, asking for gluten-free options at a pizza joint, running out of gas and asking me to come pick them up on 3 separate occasions, rough, scratchy, improperly laundered clothing, dragon figurine collections, creepy laughs, open infected wounds, crusty lips, random singing in public, eating, cooking, and ordering well-done steaks on purpose, playing world music anywhere near me, biting their toenails, constant dick and ball touching, knowing too much about the cast of the 90s film Casper, misspelling unattractive.
Ooh-wee.
Breathing,
Yeah. Breathing, cooking, sewing, tailoring, watching TV. Going to
blinking,
church, not going to church. Whoo, child. I
going to
do agree
sleep,
with.
waking up.
I do agree with her on the crusty lips. I can't. I do have to agree with her on the crusty lips.
And y'all know the one that I agree on. Of course, you know the one that I agree on.
Oh, and body odor. But sometimes that's hormonal. That doesn't have anything to do with the person.
Hey, irregardless.
Oh,
Stop.
yeah, that's why I do it all the time. Irregardless. Because I know
Stop
it annoys you.
That's not a freaking word. Never has been.
It's in
never
the
will.
dictionary.
It should be taken out and burned.
It's in the dictionary. Boy,
Parker, I'm gonna need you to leave me alone. I'm going to watch it. Don't tell me anything that happens. I'm going to watch it. Wrestling is on tonight, so Parker knows it and messes with me. Oh, the new guy's name is Cartman.
no, Cartman.
Cartman.
And the shoes that look like toes are they are annoying.
So she's had dated liberal hipster.
That annoys her too.
Okay,
Recycling.
let's be a little realistic on some of this though. Okay,
World music.
world music is
Like I would say that's secular.
there is a station YouTube probably if I look it up hard enough where they play music from around the world just like what they say Ireland, Russian,
World music.
Canada,
Canada,
England and
that don't
everything.
count.
Yes.
It's around the world. Jamaican.
It's just up north. It's like
still another
USA Junior.
country.
It's USA Junior.
Wow.
Wow. To all my Canadian people that just happen to be seeing this, the views expressed on this show.
They know I'm right.
So what
If
do
you
you
look-
think about South America then?
They America South. And South America, America's in their name. So they definitely American. They're South American.
I agree with a few of these, but far too many. And Mickey, here's my deal about this question, about this answer. It got real personal. It got real personal because you dated people like this. So you need to put it on you. Because I'm sorry that, yeah, that's not how that works. World music is probably hippie. Not everything is hippie. It literally goes exactly what it is. It's people like to, don't know who, knock yourself out, just not my thing, but they like different music from different regions, countries, genres, areas,
I do.
and stuff like that. I can't do it because I tried it one time before just to get into it, and it's like, nope, not for me. Next video. She sounds super conservative. Notice she didn't like Lord Trump.
She don't like them neither. She don't like trucks. She doesn't like cars. She doesn't like public transportation. She doesn't like Uber. She does not like Lyft. She does not like limousines. She does not like green beans. She does not like green eggs and ham. She does not like them Sam she is. She doesn't like them in the park. She does not like them in the dark.
Sounds like all my ex rolled into one person. Yeah, that gotta be something that you do like.
Girl, it's you.
I like music from the islands and Afro. But that's the deal though. You like what you like.
Yeah.
But there
I
are people. But when they say world music, they mean there are people who like music from Africa. So all I'm going to listen to is African music. They like music from Jamaica. So no, there are people who want their playlist to move from Africa to Jamaica
To Germany.
to Mexico to Japan to China. I don't
India.
hate it. I can't do it.
Singapore.
It's just they don't want a Nation, A Genre. They want all of it. Teach their own. Can't do it. All right, let's just get this crap over with. Let's just get it over with. Let's just get it over with. First of all, viewer discretion advised. It's a Tracy video. You know how her videos is. Don't blame me. Y'all know how it is. Second of all, I had to shorten this video because I just really couldn't even do 2 minutes of this video. I just couldn't. So everybody knows Jim Henson, the creator of the Muppets. Well, apparently Jim Henson also did commercials back in the day. I mean, back in the black and white TV days. You know, country or companies that don't even exist anymore. So this is Jim Henson's earlier commercials for, and this is the kicker. This is the kicker for a coffee company.
Want some Wilkins coffee with your strawberry shortcake? Can't say that I do. You can't say that you don't, either. You getting on the Wilkins coffee bandwagon? Never. No! You either go with Wilkins or you just don't go. This machine will make you want a cup of Wilkins coffee. Not me. I'll take mine with cream and sugar. Why are we climbing this tree? For Wilkins coffee. I don't want any. It's autumn and the nuts are beginning to fall. Coffee break. Want a cup of Wilkins? No, thank you. Now all our workers drink Wilkins. You want a can of Wilkins coffee? No, give me a bottle of ginger ale. Okay. But he would have liked the Wilkins. How about some Wilkins coffee, Captain? No. I say, man overboard. Help. Give me a close shave. Do you drink Wilkins coffee? Never. My friend, this is going to be the closest shave you've ever had. How about a cup of Wilkins coffee? No, just get me down on the ground. Okay. Some people just never learn. I'm going to drink this coffee and it's not Wilkins. Doesn't that coffee taste kind of flat? On guard. Salute Wilkins coffee. But I don't drink Wilkins coffee. Some learn, some don't. Any last requests, like for a cup of Wilkins coffee? No. You don't drink Wilkins? No. How shocking. You can't persuade me to drink Wilkins instant coffee. Pretty please? Ouch, okay. Just a stab in the dark. I see you don't drink Wilkins instant coffee. What about my future? I hate to tell you, but you don't have a future.
Anna's face is priceless.
That's exactly how I feel, though.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. When I tell y'all I cried laughing so hard. I was like, wait a minute. So this, at first, I thought when I saw it, this has got to be a Saturday Night Live parody. Gotta be. There's no way this is real. No, it wasn't, Susan. It was great. He smashed that. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so. Oh boy.
That okay. Now I'm gonna do a little political jump into it, just a short one. If I hear one more of you people, and I'm gonna go back to the 80s and the 90s, okay? All this heavy metal music and all this, that's what's creating the violence. All this rap music is creating the violence. And you had commercials using puppets doing the most violent crap that I have ever seen. Thought it was funny.
He said that's shocking. Oh gosh. He said it was shocking.
Well, video, but I don't believe it from the 60s.
It's not, it's from the 50s.
It's from the 50s. It's old.
Yeah, it's old. Because Wilkins Coffee, unfortunately.
I feel like how Anna is looking. Yes, it is one of
You
those.
have to see the humor in that section. You have to. It's right there. Wilkins Coffee is so good. He's willing to say you
Wilson
don't have.
Coffee is so good, he's willing to murder people.
He never murdered them. Look how many times he came back. He blew them up. He rolled them over with a roller. He stabbed them with a
Okay,
knife and said, "Some people just don't learn."
But you laugh at that, but at a certain point, Tracy, that's absolutely true. If the dude from this point on, dude,
And
if
you
he
keep
asks
coming back.
you, do you drink Wilson Coffee? Say yes. Stop.
Just say yes.
No.
Just drink Wilkins Coffee. It would have been.
Drink the damn
Oh
coffee.
my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't. Oh. You missed the comment where Thea said he thought it was funny.
Well, that's creepy.
Yes, you don't see it. Oh my God.
If Phineas and Tracy think this is funny, that's about the creepiest thing that has ever been shown on this show.
And I didn't even give you all the best one. This isn't even the best one. There's like 4 more of them that are just. I laughed so hard.
Never coming on this show, so don't worry, folks. That was
They
it.
did. You know what I'm gonna do
Quota.
when I do my my holiday show? Oh, I'm gonna. Oh, I can't.
Just bring everybody back down.
Wait a minute. Dude, just say you drink Wilkins coffee. Just go ahead and just drink it.
Well, now we know Tracy has a sense of humor.
No, but now we know that Tracy has a twisted sense of humor.
You should have known that. I messaged you all, baby Scarface.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know what I was like, the cocaine is popcorn. How do you not see it? Oh my
There's
gosh.
absolutely nothing that I can say on this show or do on this show that tops Tracy's twisted sense of humor from this point on. There is nothing.
Nothing. Oh my gosh.
Not at all.
He said, "All right, please."
Okay, I'm
Still
worried
having fun over
about
there.
it. I'm gonna put an end to it. He's been doing this too.
Okay. I'm gonna stop.
I'm doing a roll call right now. I'm doing a roll call. So Anna, I already see you on here. Susan, Mickey, and see Kill. I need everybody to tell me that y'all are watching right now. Just say yes, I'm here. Just let me know that you are watching right now before I start this new video.
Wait a minute, I gotta calm myself down.
I'm here.
Oh, no. Keep laughing. Keep laughing because the video that I got,
Oh man.
it's going to cool you down really quickly. Don't even worry about it. Keep laughing. Ha ha. Keep laughing. I'm here, kinda. Yes, I'm here. Don't you see?
Don't you see her?
You say my name, though.
No.
Are you here? God. So, I told you there was a video. The last video I showed was on the girl who was the definition of a pick-me girl. If anybody who's new to the show that didn't see the video, pick-me girl is the female version of a misogynistic male. Period. Have fun with this, folks.
And in regards to women voting, that was the worst thing that ever happened to America, too. Look at us now. Women overwhelmingly vote on their emotions. And their emotions, and the liberals are very good at appealing to emotions. Oh, look at these migrant children. They have nowhere to go. Look at this pregnant migrant woman. She has nowhere to go. We have got to open up our borders and give her cash assistance for the rest of her life here in America. And women vote for that. They vote to have weapons taken away, our Second Amendment rights taken away. Women used to vote, they used to not vote because their husband would make the choice for them. Now, if just our husbands and landowners were voting, we'd be in a much better place than we are now. We'd have closed borders, we'd have no infringements on our Second Amendment rights. Red flag laws would be a thing of the past. And we as women wouldn't be, have such authority and power over who gets into elected office because we don't deserve it. The way that women vote, it's been terrible. I'm apologizing as a female voter for the rest of my fellow female voters because they are voting our country away, and it is extremely dangerous.
How much did they pay her to do that? First of all, if it was, did she say something about landowners? She realizes
Yes, she did.
We wouldn't have had a black president and a black vice president if she got her way. Girl, if you don't sit your Barbie looking self down somewhere and shut your entire mouth. And then she gonna say, as a voter, girl, you just said voted for women, women getting the right to vote was the worst thing that happened. You're a woman, unless I don't know something, unless I just, I'm missing something. Nah. Yeah, you brought me down with the laughter. I should have laughed more. Because this right here, she can't be serious. She's
serious.
She literally said that women getting the right to vote was the worst thing that happened. That's how she started. Then she ended it by saying, as a woman voter, girl, which one do you want? Do you want the right to vote or not to vote? Which one is? Because I'm confused. She out of her ever-loving Elmo Sesame Street mind.
She is a married, or she is in a committed relationship where the man controls everything. And I do mean everything.
Her thoughts, her period, her money, her grocery shopping, who she can see, who she can be friends with.
Yeah, pretty much. I told you there is a different world out there that people just don't know anything about. And there is a difference between a controlling spouse and the only person that you want is somebody who's in control. And there are people, men and women, that just do not want to be with anybody else unless they control. They take over everything. There are grown women who get an allowance. There are grown women who any vacation that they take ever was made by the decision of the man. There are grown women whose decision to have children is dependent on what his decision is. And how many. And when to cut it off.
He tells her when to bathe, when to get out the bathtub. He tells her when to shower, when to get out the shower, what type of soap to use.
No, it don't even have to go that far. It can go as far as, I'm still used to the way of as soon as I walk through the door, dinner should be on the table. No, I'm not cooking. No, I'm not cleaning. No, I'm not raising the children. I'm not doing any of that stuff. That's your job. My job is to go out, make the money, bring it home, and pay the bills.
Yeah, never help with the children that you help conceive.
Nope. Nope. The fathers in this role, the father is known as being a disciplinarian. That's it. That's it. If the child do something wrong, that's when he steps in. If the child doing something right, I got something better to do.
That's sad.
Now, I told you that you look at the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, this is the role that the Republicans and conservatives and MAGA and everybody else want to go to. This is their definition of making America great again. And now they have women who publicly are saying this. Now, she's publicly saying it. and everybody's uproared and mad and irritated. That's so messed up and everything else. Without understanding it, yeah, but they're still doing it whether they say it out loud or not. Your job is to go to the PTA meetings. Your job is to do the bake sales. Your job is to take the children to make the doctor's appointments, take the children to the doctor's appointments, and bring the children back. Your job is to make doctor's appointments for me if I decide that I want to go or not.
But you're not gonna go. But hey, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, she's his secretary, not his spouse or partner. That's what she is, a secretary. Do what I say when I say it.
And how I say it.
And don't talk back either.
Nope. Oh, no. Mm-mm.
She literally said landowners. I'm like, nah, she didn't say that. She didn't say that. She couldn't have said that.
Yeah, because the right wing never use emotions to appeal to. They never say, hey, look at these rainbow fentanyl Halloween. Yeah.
Yep, the drug lords are passing them out to kids, and kids are getting high off of them.
She's probably tied up in the basement and was forced to say these things. Somebody need to check on her. Foxy, I would agree with you, but no. These people are at free will because
really her opinion is.
Because if she gets home and she says something different, she knows it's going to be heck to pay.
I even go one step further. There are women who go to college to find a man.
Mm-hmm.
They don't go to college for them. They go to college
for an education.
They go to marry them.
Yep.
Stockholm Syndrome. It depends. Because Stockholm Syndrome doesn't start from the beginning. Like, if you're purposely going out of your way to make sure that you got a man that's going to do everything, and all you got to do is be the petite little, cute little, prissy, blonde hair, blue eye, apple pie American woman, that's not Stockholm Syndrome. If after a while that you've been with him and you realize that no matter what fight that you put up, it's best just to shut your mouth and be it because it's better than the life that yes.
This I have a hard time believing. I have a hard time believing this.
Icky?
I mean, that's not you now, but boy, I have a hard time believing that was you.
Now, so it's hard for me to see you then like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there too. Can't believe it.
What be about these men that make y'all want to do that? Ain't a man on the face of this earth. He don't exist.
Tracy, why? Why? Why do you say what you say? Why? Why do you say what you say? There's no man on this earth that would ever do that. Why?
No, I'm saying there's no way that I would say that women are inferior to men. There's nothing in me that's gonna say that.
Why?
Because men aren't inferior to women.
Where did you learn that from?
I did not learn it from my parents, surprisingly.
Where did you learn it, period?
Where did I learn it?
Okay, so we'll stop right there.
Activism, I guess.
But you did learn it. But you did learn it. You did learn it. You did learn this is not what it is. That's not true. That we're equal partners in an equal partnership. Yeah, now let's flip it. Then you realize that there are people in these little small towns that's treated the exact opposite of how you feel. The
Obviously.
exact opposite. You can go as far as the parents even saying, I'm choosing your partner.
Yep, that's true. There are some cultures that the parents choose your spouse. And that still happens in 2022.
The problem isn't that she wants that type of life. The problem is she wants it for all of us.
Yeah.
Yes. Now that was what she was reflecting in that video was
when she contradicted herself.
You're the problem. You have too much, which
And she
Circular,
ran for office.
circular argument, folks.
Yeah,
Get ready.
that's it. How you
Get ready
gonna
for,
run for
get ready for this
office?
circular argument. Get ready for this circular
Yeah, because I
argument.
know who this chick is. She did run for office. I literally
Yeah,
forgot that.
but
How you gonna run for
get ready
office?
for this circular argument.
I'm
Y'all have
gonna.
too much freedom.
Women have too much freedom, so I'm gonna run
Yeah.
for office. To what? Take women's freedom? What? Oh my
And what's so great?
gosh.
And what's so great about America? If you just ask from a Republican side, freedom.
She has the freedom to think whatever backwards thoughts she want to think.
Mhm.
I guess not something that was up front at first, and they never said explicitly. And
Soon
like I
as
said, Susan, that is based on individual to individual. Yes, it both endings could be the exact same. It could come to the exact same ending. Some are gradually processing to it. Grooming is real. Sorry, it is real.
Mhm.
But yeah, some are gradually processing to it. Some are pretty much born, raised is what the word I wanted. Some is raised to believe in that process. Don't forget that my parents were born in Italy, old world values, and like girls at that age, I'm married. But
I'm still having a
okay.
hard time believing this one, but okay, if you say so.
No, I get. If she's going old time Italy, yes, Italy was exactly like that. Italy was exactly like that. Work everything that I said. Yes, if it's old time Italy, yes. We marry, you stay home, I work, I pay the bills, you raise the kids. My only job is the disciplinary. That's
And
it.
that's not your only. Never mind, I'm gonna
No,
shut up.
it is. That is. My only job is disciplinary. We use back talk, that's what I jump in. Your grade's bad, that's what I jump in.
Not to fix them breakfast or give
Nope.
them a bed or
Hey, I
change a
ain't cooking.
diaper, or
What did I just tell you? I'm not cooking. I'm not changing no diapers.
then you
I don't even
probably
know
don't
how
want
to
to
change
eat.
my diapers. I even go one step further. I don't know how to change diapers. And I don't know how to cook.
I mean, I don't know how to do either of those things either. But I'm female, so I guess the expectation is I'm supposed to know how to do these things. I don't.
You're human, so there's the expectation that you should know how to do things. Male or female.
She can learn, male or female.
When am I gonna learn? I ain't got no babies.
Some babies out there that's just waiting on you.
They're gonna keep on waiting. That's what they're gonna keep on doing.
I'm
Waiting.
sorry, you got the mom that you got, because my mom made it really crystal clear in my head. Learn to cook or starve.
Hey,
That was really crystal clear at a very early age, and I can tell you exactly when it happened. Hey, look at you. You can reach the stove.
That's when it should
I'll never
start.
forget it.
But
I think that was my mom's two biggest accomplishments for me. Hey, you can reach the stove. Hey, you can reach the sink. Guess what you gonna be doing after you finish cooking for yourself?
cleaning the dishes.
Cleaning.
Cleaning the dishes. Yep.
Now
And
that
look,
I can do.
and my aunt was just a tad bit, not bad, just a tad bit. Because my aunt was sort of like, oh, baby, here's a stool. Slide this under the sink for you so you can step up here. I need you to take care of these dishes real quick.
But you should learn to cook, whether you're male or female. But some of us, my mother didn't have patience with me, and I don't blame her. Because I'll be like, no, DoorDash. How much is that going to just, bring it on by?
DoorDash, we didn't even have delivery where I came from. Of course, I can understand that because you have to be nuts to come to my neighborhood and deliver food. You ain't going to make it. Sorry, not, bruh, sorry.
Yeah, it's like, you may not.
You may want to drive. You may want to drive. You may want to drive, slow down to like 20, and throw the bag out the window. Speed up to 40 and get the hell up out of there. Cause don't stop. Just don't. Then after the sun go down, we're closed. We don't do those. So final video, and I'm gonna make it up to Tracy. I could not again find the Marjorie Taylor Greene "I Will Not Back Down" as she's running away. I did, however, find second best.
Well, the Gen Z fuck around and find out squad did it again. Who exactly fucked around and found out? Tommy Lauren, who was the guest speaker at the ultra-conservative Turning Point USA convention yesterday at the University of New Mexico. Most of the students were unhappy about this. When Tommy showed up, things got a little heated. Gen Z quite literally ran her off the campus. But not before she barricaded herself in a kitchen for 30 minutes. But radical and repulsive liberals tried to attack her. You may want to change this. Tommy, you were upset, but isn't this you?
We see this protest in Brooklyn and we see these workers standing up. When I saw those images, nothing made me feel more proud to be an American.
Tommy, you met the fuck around and find out squad.
It was good, but it don't top Marjorie and Matt running.
The only thing that brought pride to myself, you you barricaded yourself in the cafeteria.
In the kitchen. Do you know?
Kitchen?
For 30 minutes.
Okay. And then you'll go on Fox, OAN, Newsmax, and I'll bring them back. I ain't gonna back down. Y'all ain't going to. You know what? Y'all are the. What movie was that from? I cannot remember the movie, but I just remember the line. You the all shit talking this, no doing this motherfuckers that I ever met. That's exactly what y'all are. Y'all talk the most crap about the brave and the bold and all the stuff that you had a chance to do. And when you have the opportunity to do it, you gotta tell them run. You run. For you, you're hiding in a freaking cafeteria. But whatever, it's still running. Then you'll go on a TV show and say somebody was attacking you. They of all people know not to attack you. We're talking about liberals here. We don't do the attacking. Hint, hint, wink, wink, wink. We don't do attacking. That's your side that likes to attack things that's different from you. That's always been your motto, is it not? If it's not what you like, change it by eliminating it. By all means necessary. So what are you afraid of? You can't even other this. You know how they say, well, not other. What about this? What about ism? You can't even what about ism the situations that this country is going through. You can't even do that anymore. And I got a video tomorrow, which I'm going to look at so I can cool down over and over and over again so I don't go into a long rant. But it is the definition of slap out of a freaking chair. Because it was so sick. And I am sick of you with your hypocrisy. Speaking into a vacuum. Because I don't know whose mind you're trying to change at this point. Whose mind are you really trying to change? All you're really trying to do is speak into the vacuum to find the one guy whose mentality is low enough to actually go out and do your bid. Oh, Parker, sorry, that's a rant. I may be second to Tracy, but still.
I don't do rants. I don't know what y'all talking
You
about.
do rants. You do great rants. You do rants. I'm a boy about everything I did at home about reading as well. They can do all these things before a while. But this word at you. Yeah, okay. Telling you now, you're gonna be hungry. They knew he wasn't joking.
The father that was pretending not to do the women's work. You got to read it in conjunction with the last email.
Okay. I was.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What's up?
No. I was like, I can't hear you, but I can hear you now.
Oh. Did you see the interview with the father of the Ku Klux?
Was he the one that said, he wasn't gay or something, or was that him, Mickey? Or am I thinking about somebody
He was
else?
so glad that his son was the shooter and not at the club because he was gay.
What in the... I can't no more.
Y'all get plenty of
Your mic is covered. What did you just say?
I didn't say a word.
You said something and
what I was gonna say not well. First, I didn't say anything. I was like, that was projecting. That's only assumption. No, let's just flat out just say you a hate-filled monger, mentally disabled individual who has drunk the Kool-Aid enough to feel that gay, lesbians, or anything other than white straight males are a hypocrisy to America and they need to be eliminated by any means necessary. That's what it is. Evil personified. Yes, Tracy, the father didn't care that his son killed all those innocent people. He was just believing that his son was. Man, you know what? No. No. I'm not gonna. No. Yeah, I got rid of all the funny stuff. So I can't even hit on the funny note. Doggone it, no. Don't want to end on a bad note.
And play the Wilkins coffee commercial
again. I already deleted it. Oh, doggone it. Dang, blasted. I already deleted the Wilkins
commercial. Well, y'all know that's making my countdown show. Oh, my gosh.
I think the focus on the father is not good here. Focus on the terrorism.
But where
I agree with you. Look, and I agree with you, Susan, because what the father said was terrible. The father still didn't murder 5 people in this plus, because we still don't know the people that's in the hospital. But the father still didn't do it. Now you gonna believe what you want to believe. Knock yourself out. You basically, in my opinion, dude, you just went on there to get your little 5 minutes of fame, to stroke your little ego with your little friends and your cousins and your wives, who are probably the same people. And there you go. So knock yourself out. I don't know why the students had to try to go to the auditorium, though. Like, they thought they were just going to protest outside, but then they tried to go inside. I thought it was a bit strange.
That's because that's where she was speaking.
Yeah, they was outside the auditorium that she was going to speak at.
And why would I guess you're supposed to have both sides there, but There's some sides. If I had a university, nah, you
There
can't
is
come.
there is no both
No.
sides to every situation. There is none. There is no both sides. There is. I done quit that years ago. There is no both sides. There is no let the evidence speak for themselves. There's no wait till the evidence come out. The Pelosi situation will prove that y'all don't give a rat's ass about wait for the evidence.
Oh, they're gonna just make it up.
You want the evidence to come out in 10 minutes after the situation. Hey, how come the glass is green? Hey, how come the cloud over the cloud over their house is this shape but not that shape? We just have questions. So whatever. I'm not playing that game with y'all no more. Come on here, speak the truth, even if you think it's our truth. And if you don't like it, oh well, get your own show.
Mhm.
Tracy, tell everybody where they can find you.
TracyMediaLLC.com.
Anna?
BrilliantEtc.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-conforming individuals, that is our show for tonight. Please do not forget to join us tomorrow on Radical Truth Hour at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until next time, we will see you when we see you. Screw socks!